Hey everybody, John, K3AFV, and down here in the basement shack tonight. Figure I'll give you guys a nice little tour and check it out. Like I said, it's a basement shack. It's not very glamorous or anything like that, but show you what I have. So we're gonna bypass the danger sign there and go check it out. Follow me. All right, so here we go. Now, this is my basement shack with the family and everything. I got kicked down here, but it does okay. So this is the operations center here. Let's see, running N3FJP logger for my logging software. And there's my computer tower. Let's see, down here, got my ICOM 7300. Great radio. A lot of functions in there. I've had this radio for almost a year and a half now, and probably only touched about half of the functions on this thing. There's just so much stuff on here, it's crazy. And sitting right next to it, got the ALS 600 amplifier. Next to it, got the LDG AT600 Pro 2. Does pretty well. A nice little digital power meter, SWR and everything. Bought this, I can't remember the guy's name. I'll have to look him up and I'll put him in the description for you guys. But let's see if I can get that to zoom in a little bit. But yeah, he's the one that can't get the zoom. He's the one that built it. Like I said, I'll put it in the description if anybody interested in getting it. He's over in Russia. Shipped it to the U.S. I think it took about 3 weeks to get here from customs. Or have to go through customs, so wasn't too bad though. I really like it. It's really unique. There's not too many different digital displays on there like that. Then I got my FTM 100. And then just my little temperature gauge there. Currently 68 in the shack. Got my time clocks up there, which seem to be a second off. But yeah, you can see the first one's UTC, or the first one's local, and then UTC next to it. A little wooden placard I made up to mount them up. Let's see, back on the wall here, got a switch. Let's see if I can get some more light here. And it helps out a little bit better there. So I got a Delta A4 switch. I currently have a 10 meter vertical and a off-center fed dipole hooked into it. And then the 10 meter vertical I have switched over to another switch, and I can run my ham radio or CB off of it depending on what I'm doing. Speaking of which, show you, this is what got me into ham radio right here. I always been into CBs when I was a kid. Went in the military, got out of it for a while, and when I got out of service, got back into it, and pick up this This little gem. I think I only paid like 20 bucks for it. The guy didn't have a power cable for it, so didn't even know if it ran, and was able to hook up a power wire to it, and runs good, very well. But talking to a whole bunch of local guys and who are ham operators, and they started talking to me about ham radio operation, and ever since then got into it and fell in love with it. Let's see, down here is my power distribution supply area. Got the Astron RS35M. Does pretty good. Kind of disappointed though. This light right here burned out. It was for being LED. I don't understand why it burned out, but oh well. It's just for looks anyway. And power distribution block right there. My bookshelf, all my wonderful knowledge and manuals and everything else. And all kinds of supplies and stuff down there. Oh yeah, forgot, hiding back in the corner here. Got my Yaesu 70D handheld dual band. So as you can see, and like I said, it's a basement shack, so you know it's not the very most stylish. Yeah, I got dryer vent hose and cables and plumbing and everything like that. Here's my oil tank. So someday I'll move up to the second floor and have a nice little shack, but until the kids are off to college, this is where I'm down at. I just figured I'd come in and give you guys a look around real quick, just see my setup. Let's see what we got here. I have no clue what language that is, but whatever it is, booming in here. But yeah, so this is my setup. Oh, and then my ICOM SM30 microphone. Works out pretty well. Got some good audio reports from it. So, and then my nice little decorative LED lights. And change coloring. Depending on my mood. Take a look at them in the dark. Let's see. This is when I do my night operations here. Go total blackout with the red lights. Blue. And there is white too, so I can do white. So yeah, that's my shack. It is currently 12:30 in the morning here on the East Coast. I just got off of work not too long ago. I will tomorrow morning, once I get up before work, I'll go out and give you guys a look at the my antenna setup. I'm in town, so not HOA restricted, but very close to neighbors, so I have to be kind of mindful of my neighbors. So I'll show you my antenna setup on that aspect. So until tomorrow, I'll say 73. Alright, so I forgot to show you guys how I have my grounding set up. Let's see, back there in the corner, I have the master ground coming in from outside. I have a grounding rod down 8 feet in the ground, and the cable comes in. Then I took another piece of grounding rod and just attached it to the wall with some anchors, and then attach these pipe clamps, and that's how I have everything electrically grounded to that. Seems to do pretty good. So I just figured I'd show my my grounding technique for in here. So that's how I have it set up. Alright guys, I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. 73. Alright, so here's a look at my antenna setup. You can go, it's the tower going up. It's a crank up tower. The base to the tower is top of the tower is 20 feet, and then cranks up another 20 feet past that. So I can go up to 40 foot. So on top of there, I have my 10-meter vertical. Let's see if I can zoom in. And I got my copper J-pole for my 2-meter, 70 centimeter. And then over here, I have my off-center fed. So it goes from, here's the center point. Line goes back to the back of the shed. And then to the front of the property up to that tree branch up there. And just runs the length of my property. So as you can see, I'm really close to my neighbors, so antennas are kind of a little restrictive. So, but yeah, just figured give you a look at my setup. So hope you guys enjoy, and 73, and have a great day. Alright guys, thank you for joining me down in the shack, and glad I was able to give you a little insight on my setup. So appreciate you guys following along. If you like what you see, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and have a great day. 73, K3AFV, ham rated operator.